Hello, good morning and welcome to Psychic Soulwise Tarot and your weekly quickie overview with Pat. This is for our Aquarian friends for the week commencing 18th of May 2020. I know it won't resonate with everyone, but it will for quite a few of you out there. I'm going to be using the Rider-Waite deck today, so hopefully we'll get some good readings come out, some good vibes coming out in those readings. And I know I would appreciate it if you would like, share and subscribe to my channel if you do like this reading. It will help my channel to grow. I do have a website which is www.101psychicsoulwisetarot.com. If you'd like a private reading, please pop over there and see what's on offer. Now let's get straight into this. It's a 7-card reading, one for each day of the week, so we can get an overview of what's coming in for the week. Let's see what we've got coming in for our Aquarian friends for week commencing 18th of May 2020. What have we got coming in for our Aquarian friends, please? Aquarius, week commencing 18th of May 2020. Let's see what we've got coming out. 7 cards, please. There's your first card. Okay. Just straighten it up. Right, let's get straight into the next one. Eighteenth of May 2020, the week commencing 18th of May 2020 for our Aquarian friends, please. Can you show me the cards that's relevant for them this week? Oops. Let's have a look, see what we've got here. Right, okay then. Right, so just put them in the right order. Straight, put down. I'm trying to make them fit on the table because there we go. Just move it along there. 1 second. Right. The first card out was the Hierophant. Now, the Hierophant is to do with big organisations. This could be to do with hospitals, with education authorities, or big governmental departments, insurance companies, banking, things like that. So there may be some kind of something going on with any of those big institutions, if you like. But there's definitely something starting the week that's going on in your mind that you need to get sorted out with big institutions. So they're going to be playing a part at the beginning of the week there. You may be wanting to start an insurance policy, or you may be wanting to look at your banking situation, or it could be that you want to start wondering when you wanting to start this new education semester, whatever it is. And it can be, anything at all to do with these. It could be the courts, there could be something going on there that you need to do with big institutions. It can be the banks, like I said, financial institutions. Now, we then got the King of Cups. Now, the King of Cups is really a sensitive person. He's quite a sensitive person, and he does like to get his own way, but at the same time, he wants everybody else to be feeling comfortable. He doesn't like confrontation, if you like. He just doesn't like it. He would rather have everybody calm down, and he's full of love. He's at the top of his game and everything, emotionally, but at the same time, he wants everybody to be happy, and he doesn't really like confrontation. So there may have to be some kind of confrontation with one of these institutions, if you like. And then we've got the Devil card. So you've got quite a few major arcana out on your reading today. And the Devil card is some kind of an addiction. This is talking about going over the same old thing. Something you're doing the same old thing, or someone around you is doing the same old thing, and you may have something to do with these big institutions, but you don't like the confrontation, or you might find out that they've got someone around you has an addiction of some sort. You can be addicted to a person. If you can see the people here, it could be that you're addicted to a person. It can be that you're addicted to drugs or to drink, or to looking on the dark side, personality, like being in a depressive mood all the time. It can be that you've got that, but this devil is coming in there to say that, uh, it's time to stop this addiction. You're trying to cut the ties with this addiction, because straight after that we've got this Eight of Swords, which is in the mind. So swords relate to the mind, and they can cut these ties from that addiction anytime they want. They just have to change the mindset, take the blindfold off, and see that this is really something that's just in the mind. I do feel it's something for these addictions. It's usually something that's been held long ago, that's caused some emotional distress, that's caused them to come on out into this addictive behaviour. And for some of you, you may need institutional help with the mental health authorities at the hospital or something like that to help them, doctors, things like that, to help them overcome this addiction. And it may be that they'll need to be told, and it may be something that you've not, if it's not you yourself, then it's somebody around you that may need this help with love from this King of Cups, who's quite a sensitive person. So he's sensitive to the needs of this addiction, and he knows that the need to cut the ties and these binds that are holding on in their mind emotionally, going round doing the same old thing. But with help and with love, even though he doesn't like the confrontation, sometimes he knows it's got to be said, so it's going to have to be said. And then we've got the Wheel of Fortune, which is a really good card, because it's saying that what's gone on in the past there is now able to be put into the past, and it's going to go in your things are going to go in your favour now. So you'll be able to help this addiction to stop, to cut the cords and move forward. You may have to have some help from these big institutions with that. And the Wheel of Fortune will bring about a much happier, healthier way for you to uh, move forward with your life. Things have been swinging right out of balance are now coming back in your favour. It's going in your favour now. And then we've got, toward the end of the week, we've got the Knight of Swords. And he's coming in, he's rushing in. So you may hear some news toward the end of the week. Well, it can be all I've said here could be any time of the week. It's just that I'm reading it as it's come along. But this can happen intermix throughout the week, so that you can get the whenever it starts to happen for you, or that you find out about it and stuff like that. But then we've got the Knight of Swords, and he's coming in, rushing in with news and an offer, but and a decision to be made pretty quick. It's like a fast decision that has to be made, and it's somebody who's quite passionate, and they want that now, they want it now, they want the answer now. But what you've got to do is stop and think before you make that decision, because the swords are air and they are thought. So you do need to stop and think before you actually act on this fast moving offer or information that's coming in, because it might take you by surprise, blow the wind out of your sails, if you like, because I'm seeing the wind blowing these trees here. So you could be bowled over, it's coming out of the blue, and you have to make a decision. But you do need to stop and think before you actually make that decision. And then we've got the Three of Wands. And this is like then saying, you can move forward, leave the past behind and move forward, put new secure boundaries in place and moving forward. You've already started work. This is work. You've started to work and put secure foundations in place. You've got 3 in place. There's more to do. So you're looking toward the future. You're turning the back on this addictive behaviour, on the past, whether that's just been a depressive type of thought that you've been going through, or some other a substance, or something like that you've been going on. You now need to start moving forward and leave that past behind, because things are starting to go in your favour now. The Wheel of Fortune is in your favour. It's time to look toward the future and leave away all this the hard times behind, because if you look, these ones are showing leaves growing, so it's going to bring future growth. You've put the foundations there, you've put 3 foundations in place, you've started on the way toward the future. You've you know you've given the best you can to the past, and you've got to keep moving forward toward the future. Turn your back on the past and move toward. You're looking toward the future. This is bringing you the things that you will need, the growth there. Just keep going on and look positively toward the future, because this Knight of Swords is saying he wants a decision fast, but you really do need to stop and think about your way forward, you know, so that you can have that growth, positive growth, you know, that's going to come in for you, because the wheel has now turned in your favour. You can leave behind all the ties that were binding you, even if they're just in your mind, you know, and you can cut the cords of that addictive behaviour and leave it there in the past where it belongs, you know, taking forward the lessons that you've learned from that with love, because there's somebody empathetic who is trying to help you here, and trying to stop the conflict in mind, this conflicting thoughts that you've got. He understands, he's trying to help you there. And you may need the help of a big institution like a doctor's, or, you know, something like that. You may need some help or education. You know, you may need that little bit of help there. But like I said, the future is now looking much more positive. You've got to look towards the future. The Wheel of Fortune has turned in your favour, and that, just give a little bit of thought to that Knight of Swords who comes in with some unexpected news, if you like, or offer. Take your time, and you will get it right. The Wheel of Fortune is swinging now in your favour. I do hope this has been of some use to you, Aquarius, and that you don't forget to like, share and subscribe to my channel if you did like it. Until next time, see you later.